great country, and we're very fortunate to live here, and we gotta be grateful for that. So if you guys don't mind standing up real quick, and I think Sacramento's that way, if you're correct. So if you guys don't mind just putting your hand right over your heart, and we're gonna do the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen. All right, let's play ball, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear that. Big round of applause. You should be happy that you're here, excited that you woke up this morning. Yay. I had 6 people text me last night that they couldn't make it because they were running a fever or they're dealing with COVID-19, ladies and gentlemen. So we got to be very fortunate that we're here, and that we support everybody's belief in this. And if you want to wear a mask or not, we don't judge here. So, but we're here to network. With that, why don't we give a big round of applause to our mayor from the city of Santa Ana, Mr. Vince Sarmiento. Let's give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to jump up, there you go. I know you can jump up.
You still got those basketball legs.
Yeah, I used to have those basketball legs. I think now my mind, wants to play and my body doesn't. Good morning, everybody. It's great to be here with you. Thank you so much, Carlos. Thank you, Luis, and everybody here. Listen, you guys, the food looks great, so please eat. I'll go ahead and give you some background comments as you guys are enjoying breakfast. And listen, I just want to say thank you for the invitation to be able to address you. It has been very, very difficult, obviously, for us to be able to gather, so these moments are precious. And they're a blessing for us to be able to share some time, to connect with one another again, because, the pandemic here in Santa Ana, just to give you a little bit of a background, has been more difficult than in any other city in the county. So of all the 34 cities, we've unfortunately had to struggle more. But I'm very optimistic and hopeful that we're working our way out of this. So I just want to let you know that on Wednesday, the Chamber of Commerce is going to be sponsoring the State of the City. So it's going to be our sort of coming out party after 2 years of being silent and not being able to connect, to be able to share with everybody, what the city is, doing. And I'm going to give you a preview, a very nutshell, short version of what I'll be delivering on Wednesday. And so, look, I don't get to say this often, but I want to share it with you and say the state of the city is strong. We're actually right now experiencing a $42 million budget surplus. So, the city is busy, even though a lot of us have had to work remotely. Our businesses have had to, close for periods of time. So you as business owners, I want to applaud you because you navigated this very difficult time. And really that entrepreneurial spirit that we have here is very, very strong, especially in the Latino community. We know that we are hard workers. We know that our community aspires and supports one another, and we're all interdependent. So all of you who work with one another, are networking with one another and support one another, it's so valuable to the commerce and the lifeblood of the city. Without you, we really can't do what civic governments do, which is provide services. So on behalf of all the residents, all 350,000 residents here in Santa Ana, I want to thank you all for doing what you all do to make sure that we're strong economically. So, with that, what we're going to be doing and looking at in the next year are a lot of very exciting things. We have about 2,300 new housing units that are going to be coming to the city, and it's the spectrum of housing. We have from market rate to affordable housing to extremely affordable housing, and even sites that are permanent supportive housing for our folks who are experiencing homelessness. So in Santa Ana, we have some of the most needy residents. We have families that are very large. We have families that struggle. As you know, we're one of the most densely populated cities in the country. And we're also one of the youngest cities in the country. Our median age is about 27.5. So we're blessed that we have a young demographic. But I think for you all in the business of real estate and the business of commerce and developing businesses that have been multi-generational. What's important for you to know is that the city right now is going through a revival. You see a lot of the detours and potholes and construction and work being done, and for a lot of us it is kind of a problem to navigate it. But for me, seeing scaffolds in the air, that means progress. That means that we're not a dormant city. And I talked to some of my counterparts, other mayors, and some of their cities are not doing quite as well. We have construction going on along the Bristol Street widening, new infrastructure improvements along historic South Main. We have a new streetcar that's already broken ground, and you've probably seen it. The construction along downtown and 4th Street. That is the first leg of a county-wide system. So when you all look to invest, take a look at the alignment of where that streetcar is going to go. It's going to connect the train station to downtown, to the Civic Center, into Garden Grove. What that's going to do, it's going to bring people in from what's called the Losan Corridor. That's Los Angeles and San Diego through Metrolink. They can jump on that, get on our streetcar, go into our downtown and into our Civic Center, and do commerce in our city, right? So those are things as you see and work on, investing, so, helping some of your clients, look at that alignment. Make sure you pay attention to where it's going to go. The terminus is going to be in Garden Grove. The beginning of it is going to be at the train station in Santana. The other thing that you may want to, think about is that Main Place is one of our anchor businesses, right? And business centers. They are going to be going through an incredible expansion. So on Tuesday, day before the State of the City, they're going to be announcing a complete, remodeling and change of that site. I remember, my family's been here since 1965, so I remember when Main Place was Fashion Square. I'm not sure if you all go that far back. And the Discovery Cube was the State Ranch, but Main Place was Fashion Square. And so it was an open-air walking mall, and I think you had stores like Buffum's and others that don't even exist anymore. But and so now what's funny is they're going through another transformation, because this is all cyclical and retail is changing so quickly. They're going to be opening it up, and they're looking at bringing in a new entertainment venue that's going to seat close to 5,000 people. That means that we will be able to compete with some of the larger venues in Anaheim and Los Angeles. So we're trying to create something together that is going to be like they call it LA Live, we're going to call it Santana Live, right?
Cool.
Why would we need to go to, right? That's forward thinking, because the way I see it is that people don't go shopping anymore the way they used to. They need a reason to go. It needs to be interactive. It needs to be something that you can't do online, because unfortunately a lot of them are, for the city, it still generates the same revenue, but the experience is different now. People don't just go do retail the way they used to. Now they purchase things online. And I should tell you that that's one of the reasons why the city is doing so well. Online purchases have just gone through the roof. These delivery services and delivery apps that deliver food, that's kept the city in the black for these past 2 years. And a new industry that's emerging as well is the cannabis industry. So the cannabis industry, and I don't know if the two are connected. Maybe one, and then you order the delivery afterwards. I don't know. Maybe there's some nexus there. But what I can say is that it's creating a lot of jobs. It's creating a lot of commerce, and I think we had just opened up a place called Planet 13, largest dispensary in the entire state here in Santana.
How many jobs did that bring?
It brings over hundreds of jobs, because they deliver. They have to staff it. They do the manufacturing side, the supply side, and we shouldn't think about just the jobs as the on-site jobs. These create jobs for people who package goods, people who do delivery and drive the vans, people who do their accounting, people who do their legal work. So this is a whole hub and a network of jobs that are being created.